Live, yeah, we here. Yo, 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 what's going on? It's your man Humvee,
It's your boy DB.
and this is the Truck Cast, episode number.
Number number is this? Is
What is that? Which one is it? Episode number 123.
123. Yeah.
Episode number 123. And you know what we do here.
What we do?
We talk about relationships.
Talk about
We
relationships.
talk about love.
Love.
Dating issues.
Dating issues.
Marriage.
If you like it, put a ring on it. Marry that mother.
And we talk about how to find love and stay together longer than 60 days. Because it's hard out here. I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's hard. It's hard. Thank you.
Yeah. It's really
Thank
hard.
you. And let's go ahead and get into it. As you can see, we have a guest in the back of the truck tonight. We have a guest in the back of the truck tonight. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on, man? My name is Apache Goudeau. I am the Goud Narcissist. Apache, I'm Arthur now, man. Arthur.
Congratulations, brother.
My name ain't Arthur. I'm actually an Arthur. I wrote a book. It's called The Goud Narcissist. You can go pick that up now at thegoodnarc.com. Goud.
Goud, not Good. Goud.
And I brought goodies too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Look at you, bro.
The Goud Narcissist brings good tea cakes. That's what we do.
Hey.
Look at this, y'all. That's
Thank you,
good
brother.
tea
That's
cake.
what I'm talking
Oh, yeah.
That
Goud.
would
And,
not be what I bring gifts.
And these are good that I probably would
I'm wait till I get some milk.
I don't do milk, so
You don't do milk?
no, I don't do
I
milk.
got to do the milk.
Very good.
For the hood.
This is the chocolate. This is chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
Oh,
and
my
OG
God.
was grandmother recipe.
Wow, bro. These.
Your grandmother lives on
Look at these.
through the
Look.
beautifulness
Look at this.
of the chocolate chip.
Look at. And this
Oh.
is chocolate chip.
Mm.
Let me. Hold on. You know I got.
Delicious.
What?
We do what we can, my friend.
Mm.
Wow.
Mm.
No.
We do what we can, my friend.
Bro, when where did they get these at?
Hey, man, good tea cakes at Facebook and Instagram. The name is Goud. TEACAKES.
See that? Goud. I don't know if it's showing backwards. I hope it's
That's
not.
good.
Goud.
Oh my God, that's good.
Mm.
Bro,
This shit crack cocaine.
it is.
You should go to jail for that, boy.
Dang, man.
You should
I'd
do
have
it.
been. Yeah.
All right, get into my nieces.
Look, when you're digging your teeth, look.
All right, let's
You gotta get to the show.
let me get into the show, man. The Goud Narcissist.
The Goud Narcissist.
We always like to let let our guests name the show. And you came up with a Goud Narcissist
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
in lieu of your book,
Yes, sir.
self-titled book,
Like
The
that.
Goud Narcissist.
Yes.
In the loop.
Now, when everybody talks about narcissists, pretty much they're self-indulged. They're into themselves. They like it's all
Liars,
about them.
manipulators.
So why did you decide to name it Goud Narcissist?
Okay, so of course, just like tea cakes, I'm building a brand. So I wanted to title it The Goud Narcissist, and I used a picture of myself as my younger self.
Okay.
I used that because I did hypnosis, and through the hypnosis, I had to go back and save that young boy.
Mm.
I had to go back into my childhood apartment and save that young boy. So I used a picture of my younger self. Good is the brand, and I had to come to the realization that I was a narcissist,
Right.
but I'm a good narcissist. I pimp energy. I manipulate people to be greater versions of themselves.
Pimp energy.
Pimp energy.
Hold on. So there are a lot of people that they read people.
Correct.
They can see like, okay, she don't like this or he doesn't like this, so let me back off by introducing this to that person. But you said you pimp it.
Yes.
How do you pimp it?
Okay. Just like it's a bad narcissist, it could be a good narcissist. When
Right.
you're looking at the yin and the yang, it's
Right.
a good and a bad to everything.
Right.
So you have good pimps, you have bad pimps. You have good narcissists, you have bad narcissists. You have good
Right.
managers at work, you have bad managers.
Right.
All of these people are the same because they're doing the same thing. They're pimping human capital.
Human capital. Gotcha.
Human capital.
I likes it.
These are people.
I likes it.
You're trying to manipulate someone to be the greater version of themselves. I tell people the greatest pimp on this earth to me is Jeff Bezos. He have people that get up every day, millions of people that get up every day to deliver products, to go into a warehouse and produce products, to get products off of a truck, to put products onto a truck.
I get what you're saying.
This is good pimping.
That's PIMP. ING.
And so we have good pimps and then we have bad pimps. When you talk about pimping in general,
What's a bad pimp?
okay. When we talk about pimping, the pimping that everybody know.
Right.
You got good pimps, you got bad pimps.
Right.
So a good pimp pimps with his mind.
Right.
I'm not talking about all the stuff they get into it with pimping. I'm talking about a pimp pimps with his mind. He might have 13 women in his stable, but he has a bad woman, a bottom chick that is managing the stable. He don't have to do no work.
Right.
He just got to offer security and protection.
Okay.
Now a bad pimp, he's pimping with his dick.
Right.
I don't know anybody do that.
No. There's bad pimps out there.
Oh, definitely.
They have sex with a woman. They be like, all right, now that I got you through this sexual manipulation, let me send you out there on the track.
Who would do
But
that?
she is really into him, and she's doing it for him. Now, a good pimp, he's not going to have sex with a woman until she brings back some money.
Okay.
A bad pimp, he's just pimping with his penis. He's not really trying to build a stable out of this thing.
Okay.
He's just manipulating the energy in a terrible way.
Right.
So I named this the Goud Narcissist for a good reason, man. I have some very narcissistic traits, but at a certain age, I said, let me use these narcissistic traits to help people. Get out of badass relationships. Not get into badass relationships. Let me help people when they're in a relationship and they have an issue or a problem. Let me help them manipulate this energy.
Right.
Because energy never dies.
Right. It don't even rise. I just made that up right now.
I like it though.
I use stories for myself, man. At one point, I was extremely lame. Extremely lame.
I'm still lame to this day.
Hey, man, I couldn't get a woman to talk to me to save my life.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Wow.
Couldn't get a woman to talk to me. I couldn't get people to understand what I was saying.
Okay. So having said that, how did you overcome it? Just give us a small.
It's trial and error, man.
Okay.
It's trial and error. I've had one of my first apartment turned into a crack house. That's because I didn't have any control over the situation.
Right.
I was
Speaking of control,
do me any type of way.
That's what a narcissist likes. Control.
Yes. And
Mm-hmm.
so when you came to my house parties later on in life, it was rules. People was like, why the hell you got rules? Because some people don't have any rules for their life.
I do.
I do.
Come on, man.
So you can't come in my house
Unless
and
you
treat my
follow
house
the rules.
any type of way.
Unless you follow the rules.
Correct.
Well, hey, here at the Truckcast, we are doing all of that. We are following the rules, and we got the good, my boy Apache Goudeau, with the good tea cakes, and he's bringing a great book. That's my boy. I'm here promoting his book. He's doing his thing, so y'all, we want y'all to go out and support a black-owned author, a entrepreneur, into his life. He's giving you insight, and it could be informational, so don't be afraid to go out and purchase. Everybody say, oh, I'm going to support, so be the one support. Apache said, DB, I'm going to give you a book. I said, nah, you're not going to give me nothing. I'm going to pay for the book.
Right.
That's what I'm going to
I
do.
appreciate that.
That's what I'm going to do. You don't give me anything. I'm going to pay for it just like anybody else should pay for it. So that's what you should do. You should want to go out and support. You know what I'm saying? We got to support one another.
So what category would the Goud Narcissist be under?
I would call it a autobiographical help book.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm going to use my story to help somebody else's story.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hove did that, so hopefully you don't have to
Do
go
that.
through that.
Hold on, man.
That's it.
Hold on, Gould did that, so hopefully you can be good. You ain't gotta go through that.
Right.
Hold on, man. Hey, I respect that. You got truck here? You got truck fashion?
Well, hopefully you
Most
can
definitely.
help this person out
Oh,
Okay.
you got truck fashion. Truck fashion.
with some of the Goudeau, a Goudeau knowledge.
Hey man, he did a phone number this you just call
You know what I'm saying? Oh my
and
God.
order. The name of his book, Larry Smith, is called the Goud Narcissistic.
The
Good
Good with a
Narcissistic.
U. Good
Oh
with a
my,
U.
good with a U.
Goud.
Good narcissistic. Right?
Oh,
Good narcissist.
Oh,
good
narcissistic. It's narcissistic. That's the crown apple, y'all. Sorry.
All right, you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get into it. Hey guys, sick and tired of being sick and tired with these lame duck men. Oh man.
Oh no.
Maybe it's you.
Why can't we just communicate better? We all grown here. It takes nothing to pick up the phone and text or call and let a person know what's up.
Right.
So basically, I connected with a guy on FB dating, decided it was time for us to meet. We had been talking for about 3 months, maybe. Well, we initially set a date for Saturday, but I had to change the date, and I had let him know about the change on Friday and asked if Sunday could work.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Yeah, I'm on your schedule." So Saturday comes and goes, and Sunday has arrived. I text him early that morning, like around 8 a.m., because he's normally up early. He's an older guy, 41, and I'm 38. I asked him if 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. was a good time to meet. Crickets. That's what she put crickets. Six right there. Not a single call or text at all. Oh, but the next day he texts like he didn't just respond to my message, and we didn't meet up as planned.
Mm.
Hell, I moved my alternate plans around to accommodate, but I guess it worked out because I had an amazing Sunday fun day after all. But should I give him an opportunity to explain? Because I pretty much have been ignoring him.
Mm.
Mind you, he's still sending messages like ain't nothing happened. SMH, that's what she put.
Shaking my head.
What should the next steps be moving forward? Let me know why the 41-year-old man can't communicate. Ugh, annoyed.
Hmm. I think
What do we think about this?
on the Monday after she got the crickets, when he texted like, "Hey man, what's going on?" Like nothing ever happened. She said, "Hey, what happened yesterday? I thought we had something set for yesterday."
So she should have went on ahead and jumped on that conversation initially.
I mean, not to chastise him, but hey man, what happened to you?
Mm.
Right.
You're trying to see how someone communicates. You're not forcing communication with anyone. I'm trying to see how you communicate.
Mm.
If you're a terrible communicator and he going on about his business, this is who he is.
Right.
He's a terrible communicator. In that sense, you can go ahead and move on yourself. But my thing is, if he can explain himself, which I don't understand why it was crickets. If you can't meet up with somebody, you can't meet up. That's what it is.
Mm.
He didn't. He said it was crickets because he didn't respond. He didn't respond to the text.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the hell was he doing?
You know what he was doing.
Maybe he was afraid.
Afraid to do
We
what?
all
I
know
don't
what he
know.
was doing.
You know
Let's
how
be honest.
you know how
Let's
men
be honest. We
men
know what he
like
was
to
doing.
men like to
Control.
not control. Most men like to manipulate.
You know what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
She knew what he was doing.
No,
He
but
was
I don't.
with somebody else.
Do you think that though?
Mm-hmm.
But she said she texted him at 8 a.m. because he's normally up early.
The reason why
So
he
this man had a whole.
There's a reason why he wasn't up early.
Man had almost 12 hours to respond.
Come on, man.
Right.
It's a reason why he wasn't up early because he had a late night.
Unless he was cooking breakfast for the other.
That too.
It seems strange. It seems like he has a thing with poor communication.
Okay.
Don't try to figure out why somebody's poor communication.
I've always been told if
Don't
a
try to
person
figure it out.
breaks their habit, if a person breaks their routine,
Mm-hmm.
it is a reason
Okay.
why they break their routine. Guys, I used to be an avid cheater. I'm not that no more. If you're going to be a cheater, you cannot break your routine. You have to keep your routine the same.
Wow.
And that's how you end up getting caught. I'm not an avid cheater no more. I'm dedicated to mine now.
But
when you break routine, it's a good chance you're fucking up.
but this is something new for both of them, though, right? So why would it
Right, but
even become
Why
one?
you even gotta lie? Like if you can't meet her on
exactly,
Sunday, just say, hey,
exactly.
man, I
That's
can't
on
meet
him.
you.
They ain't got nothing. That's more about him. Ain't nothing to do with her. Got
But
nothing to do with us.
it helps
That's
her
more about him.
understand.
Okay.
She
Yeah, that's what
should
I'm
want to
saying.
understand. She should already understand.
Women be
If he
wanting
break,
understanding.
yeah.
Right.
I just want.
So what
I ain't
should
gonna get
be the
Everybody
steps?
ain't got to be escaped.
What should be the steps moving forward?
The step moving forward is move on about your life.
The step moving forward is keep moving forward
Don't
without
answer.
him.
Shit, if he
Exactly.
couldn't answer your text on Saturday, don't answer his on Monday.
Hold
Yeah.
on Saturday.
It was
What is it, Sunday?
it was
Sunday.
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 Oh, but he called,
She changed
but he
it at
called back the
first.
next day.
Yeah, the next day. So he
Okay.
called Monday.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
whole day? You just took a day off?
You know, me personally, I think the
Something
dude
Sunday.
was. I don't know. I think he just
But
didn't want to
but
go.
who's if they're brand new, I don't have to talk to you every day. It's not a
Yeah,
requirement.
but talk to you, but we supposed to meet up on
Yeah, it's a
Sunday.
planned date.
Oh, I
This is the outing that's supposed to go on.
crown apple. Okay. Yeah. That's fucked up.
I think you should.
Yeah.
When you get ghosted, you got ghosted for a reason. I remember when I was in my dating life,
Right.
this girl came over to my house, and I had been ducking her and
Like a Mayweather at a fight.
and she was like, if you was into me, you would make time. She said, a man that likes you would make time for you. And at that point, I figured out I didn't like her. And that was a realization that I came to. So if he didn't make time, it's obvious that he wasn't as into you as you might have thought.
If you like me, you gonna make time. I agree.
Well, I mean,
You gonna make time for what you want, dog.
I agree.
Hey man, if you meet the baddest woman at the club, you like, man, I can't believe I got her number. And I bet you she call you the next day, you gonna pick up that phone.
I am.
Or you may try to be like, I'm gonna play the game and get played yourself, but don't be like that person. Don't be that person.
You gonna make time for what you want.
I got played.
You're
plenty of
right.
times trying to play a game.
And should
That
that be
game
the
shit don't work.
statement men and women make when they first start dating?
Mm.
Should they always put that out there?
You gotta read the signs, man. Read between the lines.
Mm.
If he ghosted you, ghosted, I ain't even call you and say, hey, man, I can't meet
So
you.
with crickets,
That's ghosted.
she got ghosted
You got ghosted, dog.
But at least he was courteous enough to call back
the next day.
the next day.
That's because
I
he
don't
had
know.
shit to do.
So young lady,
Everything he was doing was
It's already
on
been
Sunday.
done, huh? You already know what you wanted to do.
young lady, here's my take.
He took his mama to
It's-
church.
I bet he did. Jesus wept.
Young lady, here's my take. So it seems like you really like this guy. So, but you're not answering his calls though. But it seems like you want to, because you didn't block him. You ain't do none of that
I
stuff.
bet you ain't gonna get no answer.
So
probably.
once
Hold on. So the next day he called, she didn't answer.
she didn't answer.
Oh, okay.
So
But
they
she,
on a ghost fest.
yeah, she ain't
So,
worried about him. Move around,
whenever
man.
you do answer, double up on that nigga. Make sure he
Make sure
dine.
he explained why
Explain
that
and
Sunday.
wine and dine your ass.
Y'all be
Absolutely.
letting people off the
Yeah.
hook. Like you used to be, oh, okay, I'm gonna forget what you did the other day.
Yeah.
Nope.
Double
Hey
up
man,
on
let's
it.
go back to Sunday. Where was you at?
Right.
Exactly.
Oh man,
Exactly.
you know.
Right.
Exactly.
Then listen to what he say out his mouth. I always say listen to what people say out their mouth. Then move with the action.
Mm.
Hey, thank you for the truck fashion. Make sure you guys continue to send us those truck fashions. Truckcast2018 at gmail.com.
That's Truckcast, TRUCKCAST 2018 at gmail.com.
All right. You ready to get to these questions?
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and do what it do. I like to start off with a true and false. True or false.
Should we ask him? Should
Oh, we
maybe,
didn't even do a PSA.
maybe we should let him know his date, because we are a relationship show. Your dating status, your availability, your sign, and maybe your age if you want to.
Well, look,
Apache
man,
Goudeau.
just turned 42.
4-2.
Hey.
I'm a married man.
Ronnie Lott.
Married man.
Married.
Pisces.
Pisces. What you
Great
married
sign.
to?
Cancer.
Mm.
The Karen.
You know, once the cancer get into you, you can't get rid of it unless you go through treatment.
Text my cancer up that shit. Crickets.
You got ghosted.
You got ghost.
Crickets.
My cancer lay on the bed next to me. Won't answer my questions. Like, I'm talking to you. Leave me alone. I don't feel like talking to you. Like, all right. I ain't like the way you folded that towel. What?
Hey man, me and my cats, we talk every morning, we talk every night. Communication is key.
That's what it's about.
Because cancers and Pisces are some emotional mother. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like you're like the only Pisces males that I can like really kick it with, bro. A lot of Pisces males are too emotional for me. I can't do it. I can't.
I understand.
I can't. Like
Extremely moody people.
No, it's not that. It's that like they jam Drake all day. Like we finna go out and party and turn up, and he wanna jam some slow music. Like what? No, man. Like play some thug stuff right now. Like I don't know. It's maybe just me. Maybe.
Like up Gucci man from 2000. That's what you.
Yes, I'm on that. And you on some. I need love. Like no, man.
That's what they be on.
Yes, all Pisces men are some emotional motherfuckers, bro. Shout out to y'all. I fuck with y'all. No, I don't. No, I'm a Scorpio, so I ain't shit.
True or false? Ready? Here we go. Nice and easy. Tell me what you think. Good relationships don't.
G-double-O-D.
Good relationships don't require work. True or false?
What?
Because they're good.
Anything that you want in life will require work.
Okay.
Extreme work. Passionate work.
Thank you.
Sometimes you're gonna have to do stuff you don't want to do.
Thank you.
Sometimes you're gonna do stuff that you love to do.
Message.
That's kind of how it goes.
Man.
For real, you dropping them like literally.
Yeah. Anything you want in life that's gonna be great, you have to put some time into it. Kobe was shooting. Every motherfucker lose a game, and he'd be like, "Fuck this, man! I need to go to the gym and work on my jump shot."
Yep. That bitch 3 hours.
So I hope you guys are listening.
After a game. That's how he made his money.
Good relationships don't require work. It does require work.
Definitely.
Day in and day out.
All relationships require work.
Yes, man.
And even the individuality within a relationship requires work. You have to continue to work on yourself while in that relationship to make yourself better for your significant other and vice versa. Through that relationship, continue to work on yourself. The only way you know a person is for you guys to have consistent dialogue. I'm sorry. Like talk to one another. Fucking talk. Like talk.
So
even when you don't want to talk.
Let's see what I'm saying now.
Okay. Let's talk
All right,
about it.
So for example,
jump in on this, Pat.
You come in off of work. Fresh off. You get that. She leaped in your. Hey, damn, you good? Yeah, baby. Shit. I want to go
I'm
by
out
myself.
I'm out of that.
I want to go sit down.
I'm out of that.
And collect. Come on, man. Decompress. That's what I want to do.
I can't.
Can you give me that for 30 minutes to an hour? And guess what? I ain't playing no video games. Ain't no video games.
You got to work that out in the beginning. You got to know what your.
In the beginning, we're not living together. Though.
This is still the beginning.
Still the beginning.
You got to like tell people, hey, man, I need a little bit of. And you got to be able to communicate that. Not in the goddamn.
Yes.
You got to.
Yes. It's all about tact.
Communicate that in a yes.
It's about tact.
Hey, man, when I was overseas, man, I had a homeboy named Roy, and he explained the politics of marriage. And when he explained it, I didn't understand it at first, but when I got married, boy, it made all the sense in the world. You got to be a little bit political about what you do.
What up, V?
Obama couldn't just jump up and say, man, fuck y'all. This is what I want to do. He's like, okay, so what we're going to do is. And so when you come home, man, if you'd have had a hard day, like, hey, man, I had a rough day. Let me get a hold of myself, and then we can talk about it afterwards.
And guess what? It's not like that all the time.
Correct.
Some of the time.
Because remember, your family is your number one job.
Man, I hear you on that.
And everything you doing outside your family is number 2, number 3, and number 8.
Number 2, number 3, number 8. All right. I like it. All right, let's continue. Being married, do you expect your partner to read your mind? I can even say that in
What?
I can even say that in a relationship too. But being married or in a relationship, a committed relationship, do you expect your partner to
Goodbye.
read your mind?
No way.
No, that's impossible. That's impossible.
I'm always going through stuff. Like I'm always we're ever evolving in relationships.
Right.
Always.
Somebody come home from a rough day and they like, I need to make a change. They done had a talk with themselves. Like I need to make a change. And you're gonna have to deal with that in that way.
Deal with it and understand
In that way.
it. Right.
It's no one way to a there's no one way to skin a cat
Right.
in a relationship. Like
Right.
I don't know. Read that again.
Okay. Being married, do you expect your partner to read your mind?
My thing is
Well,
my partner can never read my mind.
I
I have to be able to voice my concerns as to what I want
okay,
in a relationship.
but I expect them to like be able to read my mood somehow.
I like that.
But
Okay,
as
I
of
like
reading my mind, no. But I expect for you to understand, like when my partner comes in the room, I could tell when she is in her goofy state, or
She don't
she's
wanna
in
be
her,
bothered.
or when she don't want to be bothered. I can tell. I can tell, and I can tell when the time of the money is.
Oh,
I can tell when she wants to vent. I can tell. I know the time.
Look, man, my wife be talking about hair and nails and shit. I don't
Really?
even want to talk about that.
Damn, I ain't never get her for that.
Oh, man, I got
Shout out to my girl Tia. Tia.
what YouTube channel you watching?
Oh, I got my nails done. And you gotta compliment the motherfucking nails. You be like, I love them nails,
You
baby.
don't give a shit about
Them nails are super dope.
Oh, you don't
What
give a
color is that?
Right.
Fuchsia? I
So
like
what
it.
is that? Is that Fantasia? What color is that? I don't know. I was talking
Fantasia
about.
She be
Orange?
talking about hair and shit. I be like,
That's Fanta on.
I don't got no goddamn hair. I don't care about this. But I have to listen to
You got
You have to.
Bill's character.
Yeah.
There's
Character.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff
You
I'm
ain't
telling
lying. Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff in a marriage, man. You're not gonna want to do it.
Mhm.
Right.
Shit, she don't like hearing about these damn basketball games. When the Texans lost, she don't want to hear about that shit. But guess what? I'm gonna break down every motherfucking play of that game, and she wanna listen.
And she be listening.
She gonna have to listen to
You
it.
got to.
God damn it, I'm mad. Shit. Listen to me.
That boy said she going to listen to me.
I'm gonna
So
break down this play.
I do like what you said, DB.
What?
For your significant other to be able to read your mood
Read your mood.
and understand your mood. Like, oh shit,
He's not in a good mood.
right.
Like I had one time, my sleeping girl. I came in the house.
Mhm.
I was tired. I was doing something. I had to come do a truck cash show. And she's like, so boring. I say, are you really mad, or is it that time of the month? She's like, you're right. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, like, what you mad about? I told you this 3 days ago. I had to go do a truck cast. Like, what's up? And she's like, I'm sorry. She came and gave me a hug. I said, okay, but you admitted what was wrong. It was you were just being emotional. That's fine. You're a human.
And you might have to be super loving at that time.
Yeah. And she became loving, because I was like, are you really mad, or are you just mad because that's that time of the month? Because I know. Oh, is that I know what it was. I know. I'm not stupid. Okay.
Right.
Like, yeah, okay, you gonna be like that. So, but chill out. Like, okay, I can respect that. I respect your feelings. I respect your emotions. But that don't mean that because you're going through that I have to be blamed or that has to be placed on you.
Yes.
And I have to accept that. No, you need to know what you're doing, what you are in that moment, and realize that you can't put that on me.
Or you can take it, or you can take it, and
But basically, analyze it before you give it to me, because that's not fair to me. Because I know I don't say what you are, but because because you're that and I understand it, don't mean I have to deal with it.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have to deal
Yeah, you
with
have
it,
to.
but
That's why I said you can take it and then just like, all right, I'll take it on. Fuck it.
no, that's not fair to you.
It's not. But just to keep the peace.
But
What type of peace do you?
is that really fair to you?
And you're right. And I'm leaning towards what you're saying. I'm just playing
Okay.
devil advocate.
Okay, you're
But
right.
I'm
okay.
I'm
'Cause
basically
I thought
riding
you
with
could disagree, but
you. No,
okay.
I'm
You have to
basically
play.
riding
Okay.
with you. But I'm talking about just like taking it on just so we can move forward. And maybe she'll catch it on the back end like what.
So basically, agree to disagree. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you take it on like that, she'll keep throwing that shit at you, nigga.
As eventually you have to let her know that it's unfair to me for me to take on that because I understand what you're going through, but because you keep going through it, then I have to keep taking it. No, that's not fair. I understand. If you're gonna go through that, then that's your problem. You need to deal with that. I'm here to support,
Right.
but that don't mean I have to keep taking on that.
See, and I think I need to get there because I'm one of those guys that will just take it.
So let's go back to something we all can relate to: the slap. Think about this. What happened?
Okay.
Will Smith was going through some shit.
Right.
He put that shit all on Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Rock was sturdy enough in that moment to understand,
Right.
wow, he slapped me. I know he's going through some shit.
Right. Right.
I can laugh this off and continue
now
hosting.
I know.
Now you know he's going through. Like you knew he
He
was.
gave his pain to you.
Okay.
No, but
that's true.
But he knew he was. But like, damn, you really are. Shit.
Cause we people.
Right.
We've been in pictures together and movies
Right.
together, and you brought that to me. Okay. Maybe even Will knew that. Okay, he can take that. He's fit mentally enough that he can take that and be okay with it. Cause we have a relationship, and he may understand, or he may see what I'm going through. He understands when we're in the same type of environments all the time.
Since you said that shit got me thinking. Like, damn, Will probably don't have nobody to talk to. Like no male. Like,
hey man,
male? Oh wow, that's
like
deep.
no
I don't want to go
homeboys to
into
talk
that.
to though.
I don't want to go into that. Oh wow,
Damn, I ain't even
it's
thinking
deeper
about
than
that.
rap.
man, I saw this shit when it happened. I was like,
I got homeboys to talk to.
Right.
but
Like, I know how to
Mo
talk.
sitting in the truck.
But the thing is, your marriage is unique to you.
Yeah.
Right.
What you going through in your marriage, there's a lot of this shit you can't express. Because first off, people not gonna understand it. Second off, people half-ass don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And second off, or third off, it's your problems.
But because they're your problems don't mean that I can't empathize with you.
He did empathize,
He definitely did.
but after
By not
he
fighting
got
back.
slapped,
Mhm.
he's like, "Oh shit!"
So by me saying, by you saying that makes, think about the mental state that he had to be in to understand that person's situation, that this ain't about me. I was just the one that took on that.
Yeah.
That's deep.
It's
Oh,
a
shit.
Hey man, it was a lot. I made a whole live about that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a crazy black man.
Now who's crazy? Is it Chris or is it Will?
The motherfucker who got the motherfucker who slapped.
Absolutely.
Nobody cares about
The
everything
slap-
you did before that. Nobody care about Independence Day, Hitch. Nobody give a fuck about none of that. You slapped them now.
Hitch
You
is
the
a good
crazy
movie.
fucking black man.
Yeah.
Crazy black man.
And you won an award. But think about the emotion.
And you crying, so now you're a weak nigga.
You're going through so many emotions in a matter of 30, 45 minutes.
This was maybe a 30-second, maybe a minute type situation.
Mm-hmm.
It was a split decision, bro. You in that moment like, man, I'm sick of these niggas talking about Agatha Alsina. I'm sick of these motherfuckers talking about my wife. Hey, bro, when this woman was washing her hair and her hair was falling out, who was the only motherfucker that could console her?
Shit.
Him?
William.
He was like, man, this nigga ain't. And then sometimes when a comedian busts a joke, you kind of laugh to be like, all right, maybe if I laugh this shit off, the nigga won't keep busting jokes on me.
No, he gonna keep going.
Then the nigga keep going, and you
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
okay.
And then previous years, he was doing the hurt of 2016. He did some
I
shit.
heard the monologue. I don't think it was that bad.
It probably wasn't.
I don't think
To
it was that
you,
bad. To me, it wasn't that bad.
Mm.
all it takes.
You ain't the butt of the
is,
jokes.
Hey, man. Hey, at the
Right,
end of the tournament, they
right.
play a song. It's called One
One
Shiny
shiny moment.
That's all it takes, man.
Mm.
One shiny moment. It's over for you. Now you the crazy black man.
All right, man. Let's continue. See how we got, But it's a lot.
But this is what the black man goes through. This is what the black man in a marriage goes through. This is what a black man and a black woman too. Let me not negate them in a relationship goes through. We have to be mentally healthy to have successful relationships, and that's not just black, but because I'm cultural, I'm speaking to my people.
Right.
We have to be mentally.
And it's hard sometimes because sometimes you can't voice your concerns to nobody. You gotta internalize it. Men internalize a lot of shit. I was talking to a youngster, man,
Mhm.
and he got some info from his dad. He was like, you know what? He said, as a black man,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I have to internalize a lot of stuff, and I'm probably just gonna get old, and then I'll have an ailment, or I'll have diabetes or some shit. Then I have to deal with my ailments. I have to deal with my problems. Then I have to deal with my. Hey man, my dad didn't start dealing with his problems till he had a stroke. Till he couldn't go to work, he couldn't move around, and we had to move him around. I had to carry him around. This is a chapter in my book where I had to talk about my dad. I call him Drunk Superman.
Wow.
And there was a point where I had to carry my dad.
I say Drunk Superman.
It was. You remember that
Boy,
Superman
them
episode?
goddamn analogies, man.
Y'all remember that episode where Superman was in the bar drinking and shit, and he wasn't saving the world? That was my dad. Like, my dad was always out saving people. Saving people. I'm helping you. I'm helping you. I'm helping you. But I'm never helping myself.
Right.
Ain't nobody coming to pour into me. And when he had that stroke, that's when he had to sit down with himself.
Let's take a good break. I'm sorry.
What's those the chocolate chip ones?
They both the same thing, huh?
Oh, okay.
No.
Hold on, which one is
When you
which?
get down to the bottom of that bag, it's that OG.
Oh.
Let's take a good break, y'all. We're having a great conversation with Apache Goudeau. His book name is
I don't
The Goud Narcissist.
Goud Narcissist, and we are taking a good break with the good tea cakes. Oh man! Shout out to my girl Katia.
I don't like you need to be sitting down. You know, it depends
I might
on.
get my shit alcohol.
It depends
Never
on.
mind.
It depends on if you're a carpet lover or just a regular laminate floor lover. Just make sure it's clean, the carpet or the floor. And you just want to sit Indian style and enjoy the
legs crossed.
I'm telling you, like
Ankles over shins.
Oh my God, these, bro, you just don't understand. Like, I'm trying to keep away until the show is over. Let me ask some more questions so we can go.
I'm supposed to be going vegan after this shit, but I ain't happening now.
Hey, speaking of black men, what are some practical ways black men can stand up for other black men?
We need to start showing empathy.
I definitely think.
And being kind to one another.
Man.
Let me use an analogy. I love using analogies. Let's use our brother Kanye. I watched my wife go through divorce. Like, when I met my wife, she was still.
They're not ready for that, Apache.
She was still in a marriage.
They're not ready for that, Apache.
She was removed from the marriage. But when she signed her papers, a new struggle happened. And so she had to go through the failure of divorce. And so I had to watch my wife struggle through this. And so when I watch my brother struggle through this, and dudes talking about, oh man, your wife getting long dicked and all this other stuff, I'm sitting there like, damn, y'all just gonna shit on your brother at the lowest point? That's no empathy, bro. No empathy. Nobody give a fuck about no man, broski. My homeboy, he stay in the neighborhood, man. And I had to drop my truck off to get it fixed, and I'm walking back to the house. And he picked me up. I said, man, how you doing? And he looked at me, he's like, I mean, nobody really give a fuck, so, you know, it is what it is. And I felt that, bro, and I said, God damn, dog.
That's true.
Oh my God!
Because men don't practice ain't no sympathy for no man. Like, when a woman meet a dude that's beating her ass, everybody like, oh my God, that's sorry ass nigga. Oh my God, it's so terrible. Right. I beat that nigga up if I seen him. Right. If a nigga say, look, man, a woman beat on me, a nigga be like, you old weak ass nigga.
So can we go back to Will? We can put Will with Kanye. He would. Tell me it's March, but you ain't gonna do that shit in August.
And look at that's what I'm saying, bro.
This is hilarious.
You go back to the red table.
Where's the empathy?
Yeah. Go back to that red
Where's
table
the
talk.
empathy today?
Go back to the red table talk when he said he was done with his marriage, and he told his wife he was done with his marriage.
He said that?
He said that on the red table talk. Niggas gloss over nigga shit. Niggas on that nigga shit.
Cause all we seen was his eyes red and just bold. Like,
it's a sign of weakness,
that nigga was hurt, bro.
He was hurt.
But
he had every right to
go home. Go home to your woman and say, I'm done with you. I'm done. I'm moving the fuck on.
Right.
Now when she go get a new nigga and they start bumping whatever they bumping, entanglements, whatever you call it.
Right.
And you sitting there like, damn, I might have made a mistake.
Right.
Hold on, as a man,
you've made a mistake. You was like, damn, I told my wife you can go ahead back to the streets. But now I'm sitting here like, damn, she's still a bad chick. I need to go back and go get my woman back. Now you're still getting held to the why you ain't beat that nigga August Alsina up.
Right.
August Alsina went on TV saying I hate this bitch Jada. I can't stand that bitch.
Right.
That bitch make me sick.
Right.
He said I love her. But we don't give men no empathy, dog. Ain't no empathy for no man. When a man going through his deepest pain, niggas is shitting on that man.
And you know what? I've always said. Well, I didn't always say that. I would always say some shit like I can remember bad breakups in the past. Nigga,
nobody give you no grace.
Nigga, I couldn't go to my homeboy and say, man, she broke my heart. Guess what they gonna say? Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Hey man,
why is you crying?
My ex-girlfriend, before I met my wife, broke up with me.
Wrong homeboy.
Broke up with me.
Absolutely.
And I'm talking about I was hurt.
Yeah.
And I talked to one of my homeboys, and this nigga was like, nigga, what you do wrong? I know you did something wrong, bro.
Wow.
For that woman to leave you. I know you did something wrong.
I know you did something wrong.
I'm sitting there like, damn, my nigga.
So if they start off with, what you do?
Yeah. I'm like, I ain't cheat on this woman. I ain't do nothing
what
wrong.
You do?
I done had them partners, yeah.
Why they be like, what happened? Or like, what she
like,
do?
but you not even listening to what I'm saying. You just putting it all on me because
you're
you
making
assumptions.
She
a beautiful
because
woman.
You're the man.
You like, oh, you done ran off a beautiful woman.
No, nigga.
It's not that.
It's not that. It's more than that.
But I'm still hurting here, bro, and people don't care about that shit, bro. It ain't no empathy.
Because you're a man, you don't have feelings. Your feelings are never validated. Women, you have to validate your man's fucking feelings within the goddamn, huh?
Ain't necessarily just a
woman.
I
mean, it just goes.
No, I'm saying. But I'm saying
problem.
it starts. Exactly. You're right. But I'm saying, if you're with a woman, you're submitting to her, you're committed to her, then she also needs to validate and submit to your feelings the same way you do to hers.
When in the process of me writing this book, I wrote some real uncomfortable stuff, bro.
Right.
And for my woman,
not to place blame.
Some women would look like weak on her. They'd be like, why would she let him put that in the book? Let me. This is my life.
This is his life.
This is my life. You trying to change history?
Right.
This is my life. And people are like, why would you let him put his story in a book?
Because this is
my life.
Because she loves him. That's why she
understands my story. She understands what I done been through. I done told her my life, and she said, you need to put this in a book. Right. You need to get this out of your spirit.
That's a strong woman right there. Shout out to my girl, Katia.
But we look at strength as a weakness in the black community because black people don't talk about shit. Black people don't talk about nothing. We don't talk about things that are painful. Like, it was a relationships where I couldn't talk about my past sexual history. My woman actually listened to that shit and said, she internalized and said, okay, well, I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to take care, I'm going to be better protective of your heart. Right. She listened to my, man, I was hurting, bro. When my mama died, that's the first chapter in my book because I wanted people to understand, okay, I'm a narcissist, but it's a reason I got here. There's some stories up in here to where I got here. I didn't just become a fucking narcissist overnight.
Shit don't happen overnight.
So she listened to these stories. She understood why I was the way that I was. People thought I was an atheist. Just because I wasn't fucking with Jesus Christ, they thought I was an atheist. But she listened to my stories, bro.
You going to church? First
you got church in the car right now. That's church.
This is church, bro. This is the gospel.
This is sale. You know what I'm saying?
This is the gospel. We trying to help people here.
Let me continue.
And you know what? Ain't nobody want to watch it because they think that, oh, these people don't know, they don't understand. But we speak from a point of view that is from a view of a man. We are not negating what women believe and what they think. We are really speaking from points of a man. And the same way a woman's feelings has to be validated, men's feelings and their emotions need to be validated.
Because you got to pass, dog. It's the reason that most of these dudes be cheating on women. It's a real reason behind it. But if you sat and listened to it, you would understand. But most women don't want to hear your struggle. They don't want to hear how you became this man that you are. They love that sucker ass, that motherfucker that you became. Yeah. They love that all these sexual things that you didn't learn. Right. They love all this stuff. Right. But they don't want to understand how you learned all that shit.
But why do you think that you feel like that they don't want to hear that? Like, what makes a woman?
It's painful. They don't deal no damn pain. You want to deal with some pain?
They got their own shit.
Hey man, everybody got their own stuff. But if you want this man, you got to understand this man came attached with a story.
So basically, you got to be ready for him and his story, his
Hey man, when I
emotions and
came into my
everything.
marriage, I had to be ready to deal with children.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically, out the bat, I got to deal with children.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to deal with my story.
Right.
Because my thing is, I don't do things that intentionally hurt people. I say, well, I'm gonna give you everything you want.
Mm-hmm.
So when you be like, well, you're not giving me this, this, and this, I'm gonna give you everything you want. So now you gotta hear me out because I done gave you everything you asked for. This is why me and my woman can have a conversation. Because when she say, well, I don't feel comfortable with this, this, and this, well, let me make you comfortable.
Right.
I need you to lower your shoulders down so I can tell you about me.
Mm.
This is my story. This good narcissist story. It did not happen overnight. It came from a lot of pain. It came from a lot of me having to deal with not being able to protect my mother when my mother was getting her ass whooped by this man.
Yeah.
I had to deal with all this stuff, and I started hanging around tough guys.
Mm.
I'm not this guy. I'm not a super fucking tough guy. I'm not no bang bang shoot 'em up ass nigga. I'm not that guy.
You're not tough, but you're tough.
I'm tough, but I'm not tough.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I don't put up no facade.
Right.
I can cry.
Right.
But until I met my wife, I would never cry in front of no woman because I didn't feel she would protect my heart.
My dad told me, I remember my dad always told me, boys don't cry.
Correct. And then
boys don't cry.
Problems. Men die with heart problems because they don't fucking cry. They don't load none of this baggage, bro.
My man told me when he was dying, what you gonna learn that men do?
Right.
I was like, what? That shit confused the shit out of me. But now I know what he means as you grow up and you gain wisdom.
Right.
Like I tell my son the same thing. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. But you go learn that men do.
Yeah, that's my dad used to tell me. Well, he didn't tell me. He just said keep living.
My dad never cried.
Keep living.
He would never tell you.
You'll find out.
I let him know.
My dad was at my sister's, like he's at his daughter's funeral. Mm-hmm. And he got up and spoke in front of all the people, dog. That took tremendous strength to not cry in that moment. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting up there like, why is he not crying? How is he not feeling how I feel? I could not talk, dog. I couldn't get no words out of my mouth. But 2 months later, my dad had a stroke. Holding it in. My dad was like, I'm going to just go to work and work 16 hours. Instead of working the standard 12 to 14 hours, I'm going to work 16. And I'm going to stop. I'm going to sacrifice my sleep to work because I don't want to deal with these problems. But he had a stroke. And now he has to sit with himself. This is what me and my dad talked about. I told her I wrote a chapter calling him Drunk Superman. And he had to deal with these problems. My dad started crying when I read him that chapter. And we had a real conversation. Men don't have real conversations with their dads. It was a lot of things. Man, my dad had been cheated on by 3 wives. And he didn't deal with none of that shit. He just kept on moving. I'm just keep on working till I have a stroke. And now I got to deal with myself. Instead of dealing with yourself when you 30 or 40 and letting that shit off your heart, letting that shit off your mind, man. When I start dealing with my feelings, it was like taking luggage off my back, bro. Like I was lugging around 1,000 pounds of luggage on my back, bro.
Patrick, let's not move past that. When you say dealing with your feelings, like
I cried in front of my wife, bro. When I had to talk about my finances.
Yeah.
Because we got married, I probably had about $13, $14 in my pocket. We got married in my cousin's house. Got married in my cousin's house. I was like, look, I love you. I'll marry you
because of money.
I want to marry you today.
She ain't married you
but I ain't got no money like that. But I got a plan for you. I got a plan for you. I got a plan for our life.
Like this.
Go ahead, keep eating. Yeah. Keep eating, nigga. Keep eating. Yeah, man, I got a plan for your life. Mm-hmm. And she was down with the plan. I brought her into the plan.
Right.
Now, if we 4 years into the game,
right,
and she looking at me like, hey man, this plan you sold me on seems like some bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So how long were you guys dating before you got married?
So this is how it went. We dated about 7 months. Then we got engaged. Then we got married 2 months later. Because I wanted to be married. I wanted to build a life with someone.
Yeah, she was it. I seen it.
And
I seen it from the moment I
everybody
met her
seen
at
it.
Cat.
I
From the
changed
moment I
that in
met her
other
at
people's
Alley Cat,
eyes, bro.
I was
Like,
like, she's a good girl.
Bro.
I'm not.
man, people see me
She was
change
just
right
so
before
cool.
their eyes, bro. I was somebody else, and I was like, I don't want to be that person no more. I'm gonna give up all that, and I want to do this. I'm gonna invest in all of this. I'm gonna push all my chips into this.
So going back to what you said, you pimp energy.
Yes, sir.
So when you seen that energy come towards you, what was it?
Okay. I be trying to run people off. I be trying to run. I was trying to run women off. Get the fuck away from me. Because I don't want to deal with myself. I know when you get with a woman, she's gonna bring out some emotion in you.
Come on now.
I didn't want to deal with myself.
Come on now.
I had lost my sister. I lost my mom. I didn't want to deal with myself. But when she came into my life, man, she was just so cool. I was like, man, you like a homie. Like, I feel like when I talk to you, I don't feel like you judging me. I don't feel like you making me feel like less of a man.
Right.
And so we were having these conversations. And bro, man, when I talked about my finances, I was like, I know I got some, I have money, but I don't have no money. Bro, I was taking care of 4 households. I was taking care of my dad. I was taking care of my grandmother. Taking care of my sisters and brothers. And I'm taking care of myself. I take care of 4 households. So even though I have this money and I have this life on the surface, I really ain't got no bread. And she came in like, okay, we ain't giving them no more money. We ain't giving them no more money. She started knocking people shit over. Wow. But I wouldn't do this myself.
Black
She was
woman
like, oh,
shit.
we ain't giving no money.
Black queen shit.
We gonna let them figure their shit out on their own.
Black queen shit. Black queen shit.
And that's what they do. That's what that's what the women that
That's
I run
what a woman does. That's what a woman does. She places order.
Did you ask those questions though?
This is the pimping of energy I'm talking about.
Right. Okay. Did you ask those questions? That's what I'm saying.
Hey, brother.
When she came through like a wrecking ball,
I was trying.
But it was a wrecking ball that was needed though.
It was a wrecking ball that needed to happen.
Yes.
I wasn't gonna do it on my own because I love to take care of people.
Right.
But people will continue taking from you, and they don't give a fuck to put things back into you. Right. And this is like I'm telling you with my dad. Right. Nobody was putting back into him. Right. Then he had a stroke because nobody was investing back into him. Right. So you just giving. And there's nothing left for you, so you feel empty. This is why people commit suicide. I did a live video called Suicide and the Crazy Black Man. Right. It's a undertone of nigga in this society. Like when you're an undertone being called a nigga all fucking day. It's an undertone of nigga. You know it. You know it's there.
Right. Especially being a nigga.
When my mom was dying, bro. Yeah. My mom was dying, man. Everybody, like, I came back overseas, man, and I put this in the book. I came back from overseas, bro. And I was not myself. Everybody that was looking at it was like, man, something wrong with Apache, man. Something going on with him. My manager came to me, he was like, hey, man, I don't really even know how you're dealing with what you're dealing with, but you need to go home. And I'm approving your leave. You need to go home. Black man. And so he sent me home, and I had just came off leave. So the PM project manager, he like, nah, I need to see him before he go home.
Right.
Bro, let me tell you how this man talked to me. Right. When I walked into that office. He said, it's the first. I'll never forget these words. These hoes rang like bells in my ears. He said to me, he said, I thought you said your mama was going to die the last time.
What?
I thought you said your mama was going to die the last time. Who? And I got to control myself.
Now. Fuck, what?
I got to control myself because I know if I beat this fucking white man up, I ain't getting on this plane today. I'm going to jail in Iraq. So I got to keep calm. I say, look here.
Chris Rock that on, huh?
I looked at it. I said, look here. I'm going home today. Right. I'm going home by beating your motherfucking ass. I'm going home. I didn't say all of that. Right. But the way that I said I'm going home today, he understood exactly what I was saying.
Right.
I'm going home today. I'm getting on the plane.
He probably had to catch it. He probably caught himself.
No, he understood the seriousness in my voice. And he had to catch himself.
Exactly. That's
thinking
what I'm saying.
he's trying to play around like it's a fucking joke.
Not a joke.
Not a fucking
and
joke.
So,
not a joke with somebody's mom, homeboy.
And so I had to deal with that. And that was and mentally in my mind, I said, I don't want to work for nobody no more. Cause motherfucker talk to me like I'm gonna jack his bitch ass up. And that's how it's gonna have to go. I'll be Will Smith. I'll be the crazy black man.
Shit, we all will.
But that's what I'm saying. When we have this undertone and we know it's there, and black men been going through this. Your fathers and your fathers' fathers had to deal with this, and they just told you how to deal with it. But 2020 happened, and after 2020 happened, a lot of people had to deal with themselves because you couldn't go outside. You couldn't come to Christian tailgate. Christian tailgate was closed. You had to deal with yourself. A lot of people lost their marriages. A lot of people lost a lot of money. A lot of people lost their job, and they had to deal with themselves. And people didn't forget 2020. 2020 is still prevalent today. And when I seen Will Smith walk on that stage, I said, oh, that's 2020.
You say that's 2020.
That's 2020 right there.
That's 2021 too, because they was getting on his ass by
2021 too.
Shit.
But everything after 2020, everything for life changed, bro. I almost watched my wife die from COVID. Bro, I thought my wife was gonna die before anybody came out and said what COVID was. We had COVID in 2019.
Yeah.
2019.